so far I'm gonna do. Yesterday I was at this for 2 hours and I have found 10 out of the 20, so we're halfway there. Hopefully by N2X I should have this quest completed and there will be more hell to come in the future. Because you would have to look for that I don't know, piece of Dawn for Dawn Warriors to earn the skill. Come on, Lunar Dew, I know you're there. Stop giving me a hard time. Oh, come on. Oh wait. This should help me. The guy had that skill that increases drop rate. Now back. on. So still at 10, we still need like 10 more to go. Then we turn it in and we collect more shit. That drops at a lower rate. This yesterday I was using this map because it is flat and it just uses rush, but I don't think the limited number of mobs is helping me out, so let me make a switch. And this isn't some type of a magic trick. I don't think it's gonna help, but who knows. Drop this, so we can get the... It's a hidden portal here somewhere. Okay, there we go. So this map has greater number of mobs, but unfortunately you have to jump, and you have to go up there like occasionally. So if you're lazy, this is not the map for you. But right now I'm going for a pure number, and who cares about the effort involved. Hold on a sec. Oh, I'm at 11? Yes, that's nice. 11. You just need 9 more freakishly low drop rate items and we are good. I kind of wish Raging Blow had much bigger hitboxes. I can't reach up there that easily. I actually need to use like the ropes to help me. Come on, next time, please make this Raging Blow bigger. And I ain't even a main and I'm already complaining about it. Oh, I found one already. We just need 9 more to go. I decided to switch maps because that one had less mobs. So I'm just going to switch over to good old jumping around. But unfortunately, I'm good at jumping around, but my class is not good at jumping around, so this will be interesting. Oh, another one! I think. Oh, another one again! We got 13. So this is the luckier map compared to the other one, I'm guessing. So I was doing this map a long time ago, before there were 2 levels. And it worked out really nicely. It's only been like 13 minutes and I already found 3. This is how I remembered how broken it was when I discovered the vitality combo instead of using the drop rate standard combo that everyone like uses. Or maybe the fact that I'm using Raging Blow instead of going and spamming Rage. I mean, not Rage, excuse me. Rush. Oh boy. Something appeared. Should I go after it and scare the crap out of that noob? It's a hell too. Let's see. I don't want these sausages. I want this. Not really. I don't want it. Sometimes you just get crap items from those things. I really want some cubes instead. Cubes are the stuff I need the most. Aside from flames, but my priority right now is to get 2 lines of cooldown. Or get myself 3 lines of luck. So all these hero mains out there, I used to crap Meister cubes, but then at one point I was like had enough to last myself 2. But here's the thing: Meister cubes, you need to maintain Meister status to make it, and sometimes I ran out of materials to maintain the Meister status that I lose it. Then I need to like gather a lot of materials so that I can keep the status. And you must like be proactive for your crafting, otherwise it would decay. Like one time I went to China and I was back for I was gone for 2 weeks, and for some reason I had more than enough mastery to keep me alive. But right now it's not the case, so I need to buy a lot of materials, and oh, there it is. So I can have enough to make the cubes. And also I only have less than 100 blades, so that's like maybe 20 cubes. So, and I have like a bunch of like unrelenting flames that I'm hoping someone would trade for like 1 blade for one unrelenting flame. And they are pretty cheap in the auction house, the blades, so I'm thinking that I should buy some. Like the Meister cubes would be go towards the hat I'm wearing. The red cubes would go towards the hat I'm working on. Yes, I can't go on vacation in peace. It was a miracle that I didn't lose too much EXP. I had like million EXP from crafting that I was like it had enough to spare. Because when crafting event, I mean the update, they invented the whetstone, which allowed us to craft more things. So I reached Meister faster, and also I have more things to keep the Meister status instead of just like cubes. Hey, look, 5, and we're only up for 18 minutes. This is how Lunar Deuce was supposed to be. Okay, we're not going to the female bunnies. That's the boar fest. This is the good one. This is the good map. Yeah, and that map had lower population. Heck, it might have even a lower drop rate because I never finished my duel in that map. It was in this map on my original dual blade. I'm going to speak to Mihail after this, so that I can go bigger and go for his soul driver skill. It may sound ridiculous, but I'm doing all the UA skills, the attacks and the passive. So you get to see me do other things and scream about the drop rate, or laugh at them because I have the most broken drop gear that I didn't have a long time ago. I want this bunny. I want this bunny. Come on, let me. I don't want the ice cream. I want the bunny. Ah. Okay, good. I got the bunny. I'm satisfied. Yes. That's a fat bunny. That's what happens from eating carrots and only eating carrots and not really hopping. Like, these bunnies don't even have legs. It must be there somewhere. Like, they look like Furbies. Brown reject Furbies that are just sitting out here. Ugh. And this skill is small, so tiny. So, how excited are you for the new familiar revamp? The heck? Hey, I want that bunny. I'm familiar. I want the bunny familiar. Help me. Oh, good. I'm collecting those familiars for my other characters that will be soon partake in this hellhole in the future. trying to bend over and pick it up again. I don't want this potion. I said I don't want this potion. I don't want no ice cream. I don't want this ice cream. I do not want ice cream. I want the... I still know Jack. I know Jack about the new system. Aside from the fact you can summon 3 and you could re-roll it. But the method I think is gonna be pay to win. And the question I'm wondering is, would I be able to combine a spider, a wolf, and a pig? That'd be the most dumb thing I can think about in terms of drop familiars. But most likely, I think the wolf is going to take the show, and the other 2 are not going to boost the effects. Ooh, dude. So I'll just use the next OP thing, which is use my vitality combo, if it's still there. Or if that doesn't work, it's the familiar that recharges your vitality as you're using it. So I can prolong the, like, quote unquote, extend the battery life with the familiars. Bunny familiar again. Just want that familiar is so nice. It has a really nice effect. No, I don't want the ice cream. It's not good. That's not good. Okay, so this will drop stuff, and since I'm too high, I can't get that stuff, so rip. So I got my Connor's in the party so that if I ever get a bunny and I have a hard time struggling, I can just switch over to him and he'll pick it up for me. And I'll be picking up quite a few of them. Well, actually a ton of them. You gotta be... The skill is called Empress's Might. We are very close to completion. Yesterday it was too slow to take close to completion. Right now we're just like blazing through it. Like, what? I should have went here yesterday and have not gone to the female ones. See, there's another one right now. If I can pick it up. Yeah. Just 3 more to go and we can move on to the next phase, which, trust me, is actually harder. Well, actually, someone says harder, which is the wiki. And we're kind of low on vitality here. What the heck? It's a weak skill. I'm just collecting the skills. There's like no advantage to collecting it. But however, like skills like you know, dual Echo's Heart Vampire allows you to heal. So I would not say it's not worth it in doing it, unless you feel like collecting skills, or some skills do have utility. So I wouldn't say Unstoppable Piercing Wind is a good. It's not really the skill you really need, since a lot of skills in today's arsenal outshine the old like Satanist Knight skills. What the heck? Oh, come on. Just want to finish up this quest so that I can move on to the next part of the quest. There was a familiar. I was trying to pick it up. There we are. 2 more to go. This is just broken. And this is a boosted drop rate. Like, a few updates ago, they increased the drop rates for Lunar Dew. And I did it long time ago, like before the red update came out. Which shows you how long it has been. Oh look! 19! Just 1 more to go and we're finished. Well, actually, there's more stuff to do because I want to go the whole. I forgot how many yards it was that they're saying. Eh. Come on, we just need 1 more to go. Okay, since my... Okay, now I use this familiar. It behaves the same as the bunny familiar, but it's lower leveled. Not sure what it does, but it's in theory should be the same. It's like the spider to the pig. One's at lower level, but the effects are the same. Yeah, I could do that. Well, I kind of switched it already, so I would try the technique once my rabbit is resummonable again and is near death again. Well, actually not near death. They come back. If my familiar is dead, it's called expired. What the? I think the best mobber would be Dark Knight because it has a summon and a not full map attack, but a miniature version of it that is very strong and hits around nicely. And Dark Impale does have a nice long hitbox, and also vertical. It's also Paladin too, because the hammers can just spin around it in this 5th job, and you could do a lot of mobbing just from jumping around with it and not even using your, you know, blow skills. What the heck? I thought that was decoration. I didn't know it was actually a solid. Yes, that's the last do. Actually, we're not done. We're just getting started. This is just phase 1. I'm trying to get the skill, remember? Empress! Empress, I brought the drink. I got the skill. Yes! Okay. Now here's the tough part. Speak to him. Teach his skills. Spirit of light. Poison papa. 213 equipped, yeah. There's no 213 equipped. Let's go to poison poop. I don't know what to say. Poopa papa. Where the hell? That's a lot of walking. We just go here. And I had to walk them over. Please give me a moment. Sorry, the walk takes forever for my other characters because they cannot teleport. They had to walk. Okay. So let's see here. Okay. Here we are. Poison poo poo. Just kidding. Skills. Let me see it if I can teleport over using the guild skills. I've got that. I made a guild that's very low level because there is a guild revamp coming soon. There we go. We're all here. We could have. I didn't have to walk, but I found that that's way too late. Let's destroy this thing. It shouldn't be hard. Find something yellow among the purples. And now you're swimming instead of double jumping. Mobility at its very finest. And I can't jump too high because there's a map above me, and it's this whale to say, "Oh, yeah, I was sailing. I mean, no, do you have any food for my pups?" I'm like, "Shut up, no." The other one is some dude that's lost at sea, so I'll be here if I end up swimming too high. Okay. Oh, but God, I should toss out these. This is how much junk I picked up. I killed at least like 1,000 clovers monsters for that. Well, actually no, because there was a time when I was jammed and couldn't pick up shit. Okay, there we go. Now we can hopefully find a yellow ball among all this junk. I don't know why, but these the bubbles plus the spikes makes me think of you know the art the Aspera droplets. Even though these are in no way droplets, they're bubbles. The heck? I want the ice. I want the familiar. Wow, seriously, give me the bubble? You gotta be kidding me. Mm. You know that pufferfish is actually served in Japan, like in sashimi, hot pot, and sake, but the training involved is really tedious. Like, you think going to Harvard is hard, but it's hard. Getting a fugu license is very difficult because pufferfish is a delicacy, but if prepared incorrectly could kill you. Like the parts of pufferfish that are poisonous are its heart, if it's a female, the ovaries, the gills, the eyes, stomach, and liver, and pretty much its blood vessels. Oh crap, is Channel 14 having a heart attack right now? I have not eaten pufferfish, but I would eat it if I go to Japan. I'm not worried too much because the restaurants have a low fatality rate, or low to none. All you know, all fatalities are like 3 a year are from DIY. So if you took a fish home, you're pretty much, and you try to prepare it yourself, you're screwed. If you go to a restaurant, they have licensed chefs preparing it, and they have to do like over 100 fish and like wait 2 years before they're fully like qualified to serve to the public. So I would actually trust a Japanese chef to prepare my meal. And I have not been to Japan. The only reason I know about the dish is because I watched National Geographic and other people eating it and them meeting with the chef. Yes, it is expensive and it's dangerous. So when they serve the sashimi, they serve it at like in a chrysanthemum formation. And for me, I was looking at it, I was like, it looks more like Kana's fan when I was looking at it. So it's like a fan formation, and they cut it so that it looks like if you've eaten sushi before, they serve you like ginger slices. They cut it like that thin. So instead of like making like a fish blob, they cut it so thin you can actually see through the fish and see the plate's design. And the fish is so dangerous, and that when you're done preparing it, you need to lock the fish and the garbage up. Because they said that long time ago in World War II, after the war was over, like people were starving and there's like scavenge on the garbage cans, and people will find the fugu scraps and they cook it, and they do not know what it is, then they'll die. So the chefs had to lock the garbage up until the garbage men come and burn the trash. It's like your needle, like your medical equipment, like your syringes needs to be put somewhere else because it's specially treated. And also, like, even if there's no homeless people in Japan, animals like cats and raccoons will go through your garbage can, and that stuff ain't going to be pretty. Imagine the garbage men come in Japan and they see a dead cat and a dead raccoon because you failed to lock up your trash. Okay. We have not gotten any of the... We have not gotten any of the soul lights yet. We need, I don't know, 10 of them. We have 0. This will take forever. Yeah, I still remember, like, Lunar Dew, easy. This, not easy. Because I was looking at the site and someone put the notes. This has a lower drop rate than Lunar Dew, and I was like screaming through Lunar Dew, and I was like, oh my god, my screaming is gonna be doubled because of this being worse. Ah. And the mobility here is just terrible. And I heard that pirates have a passive skill that allows them to swim faster. Like they were like, I don't know, Michael Phelps or something. Like during Cannoneer's story, she was like washed up on an island and she swam there like unconsciously. I'm like, damn, if you can swim, then you're a legend. The Cannoneer, which is the explorer pirate. She was like she came alongside Demon Slayer and Avengers during the Legends update. It was a class that at first I didn't have that much fun playing. Then eventually I became a player that was like I got to get everyone to level 1 to 4th job, and then I kind of liked her because at the end her 4th job skill, Cannon Bazooka, shot out a big red laser that was red and white, and I was like, oh my god, it looks like a big strand of bacon. Sorry, hit the mic. I was like, oh my god, bacon attack. I think that's thunder. So what do you think of attacking with a huge strip of bacon? They changed it now. Instead of looking like a laser, it looks like a fireball instead. I like the laser look instead. Then they got rid of the lasers on both. Back then there were too many laser attacks. Like Cannoneer had a laser, Mechanic had a laser, Mihai had a laser. I'm like, now no one has a laser because they revamped it. Now, well, actually Cannoneer's the only one who has a laser, but the laser does not look laserish anymore. It looks like a fireball instead. The server had another stroke. Oh gosh. Okay, let me see if I can find the image of the bacon. Here's the old attack. It looks like a piece of bacon. And here's the new one. It does not look like bacon. It looks like, I don't know, a fireball. Like, I was never able to see the end of the quote-unquote bacon, but the only way I could see the bacon was if I go to my other computer and I stand the end, which is a really dumb thing to do in real life. Like, stand the end, like, of a cannon. Just look at it. Yeah, I like bacon. It was better. Okay, guys, you should go back to Reddit and tell next time to bring back the bacon. Because that one was a good skill. Bring back the bacon. Oh goodness. The stuff is not dropping. Oh my god, those monsters died late. Okay, I'm getting nervous. My inventory is full and I can't see what I'm supposed to pick up. It might be on the floor right now and still be hidden there. Okay. Oh, I forgot. I have a coupon I need to eat. My vitality combo is useless if you don't have a drop coupon to supplement it. I do not know the actual hitbox of World Reaver. Oh yeah, I will do this for every explorer. Like everyone has a thing to brag about, like they can do hard will or do hard lucid. I'm like, I need something I could brag about. I want to brag about like, hey, I did all the most torturing quests out there on all my characters. I need something to flex about. What? Yay! My rabbit's is awake now. So far, the only person I'm done with so far is my dual blade. This is my second character to join the hell. Ugh. Oh, what? One sec. Let me check something out. Right back. I need to use the restroom. BRB. Back. Wait. I'm in the right place. Oh my god, I got two almost identical looking helmets. He's supposed to be shaking the furniture in Luigi's mansion, like you're opening the drawer, but someone pointed out that he's humping the furniture. I'm more convinced that he's humping the drawer than trying to open it. In reality, he's lifting like a shelf or a wardrobe, which is just weird. I'm getting a lot of warrior helmets, but where's that darn piece of light that I need? Ah! What? The lightning doesn't hit the upper platforms? What a pain. It looks like it does. Stop making the attack look so convincing. Well, it took me the same amount of time as what you saw before, but well, actually it took like 2 hours of total farming. Ugh. No, this was like, I don't know, 8 years ago, maybe. Like, somewhere before the Unleashed update, like before Demon Adventures came out, I like finished that quest. But I didn't do it like as soon as it came out because I was not mapling like back then, or I was too level to or didn't re-acknowledge the quest. Okay, gonna drop the spikes because this is all the junk I found and I have not found the thing yet. The sus letter. The poison poopas spikes are in the way. Okay, there we go. It's all cleared out. We should go back to what we're doing. Oh, there's one right there. I got. We're 10% the way there. See, this is how much rarer this compared to the other one is. Let's see if I can get like 2 more before the end of 2x. This stuff is rare stuff. So the only thing good about finding one is I don't need to make a slot space for it anymore. I could just let those like spikes fall on the floor. Oh please don't do this to me. It's when the server's hiccuping, it's terrifying. Excuse me, I'm trying to attack. When the mobs stop moving, I get really nervous. It gives me a lot of anxiety. Like, imagine I were fighting a long Zakum battle like back in the old days in the server hiccup. Then I would not like know like, oh, Zakum doesn't move. Is the hiccuping, or that mob supposed to be like stationary? Contribution for my this thing, I only have like maybe 532k because I've been using my own characters to farm the guild. So I've been trying to cap out all my characters. But then it got tired of it, and so I kind of stopped. I was like, maybe I should ask my old guild member to give me the guild because he quit the game. So that's what I'm doing instead of torturing myself, making it a level 25 guild on my own. But I'm not gonna burn this guild to the ground. I'll just use my mules on my other accounts to join it, not the ones on my main account, because who knows? It'll just be a long project instead of doing a rush project that requires like tortured every day. Because I do plan on doing other activities in the game, not just do 3 Root Abyss and 1 Zakum every day. I actually plan on training my other characters, not being enslaved to growing a guild. Like if the guild is growing already, then I'll be able to train my other characters and boost my legion, do weeklies, and those kind of things. Because there's only 24 hours in a day, you don't need to put guild growing in the to-do list. Hey, doesn't this look like a unique circulator? Please tell me that looks like a unique circulator. And oh my god, World Reaver takes forever to cast. It's not one of those fast and snappy moves. And it does have a disgusting effect where it cuts the screen in half for both the user and people who are nearby. So when this hero says, "Oh, I need this for iframes in my part lucid part," I was like, "Why? I can't see shit." And wow, this mobility is pretty hard. I had to actually accelerate my fall by using the arrow keys. Oh my gosh. Well, Ghibli has acknowledged it. Her team has acknowledged the bots, but the question is, can you do something about it yet? Because right now it's just terrifying. We can't do hard bosses with the luck on side. They're farming for mesos and for protection scrolls and selling the mesos to us. Get the hell out of the server! You're going to do that. Like, I don't mind the cheap goods, but do you have to break the servers and make our game look disgusting in the first place? Like, I can't find a place to train or farm or do like attendance anywhere because of them around. And it makes our game look terrible with like Connors is teleporting everywhere and those kind of things. Like, it's worse than having like cockroaches in your die already? Maybe? No. Yes. They group all in one channel like elite bosses. Imagine next time fixes this by killing the elite bosses so that bots don't regroup ever again. And at the same time, I'm like, darn it, I could never prime again unless I am willing to shell out $100 for protection. And back then, it was a lot easier to spot the items because there weren't that many. Actually, it was hard to spot my item because a long time ago, the item I was looking for was purple. And finding something purple among purple spikes is kind of hard. And right now, there's like, now you can find something yellow among the things. I'm like, okay, that's not too hard. But now you have this stuff for jet and spell traces, which is yellow. Can you find something among the junk? Oh yeah, protection scrolls do drop from elite mobs. If that's what they're doing, then that's it's really sad. If they're going to 100,000 bots milking one elite. That is going to destroy the servers for sure. I really wish they have some phone verification in so that that person cannot run the bot operation. Everyone's son DNA sample onto account. Like, what kind of DNA sample do you want? Blood? Spit? Fingerprint? Stool sample? What kind of sample do you want? Like, what kind of DNA sample do you want? Like, stool sample? Everything? Boy, that'd be a really fun apartment if for some weirdos like, oh, I'm gonna collect some like 8 gamer girls poop because they need it for verification. They're urine samples. I don't think that work out. It's gonna be disgusting. Let's just be normal, just use cells or use IDs. Just, who the hell was sending the poo-poo for like to verify an account? Oh crap. Bought some poop. So what's gonna send in? Screws? Emissions? Digital poop? Poop emotes? Ugh. I don't have an emblem for Maple Fest. Because I was a +1 of someone, and that person didn't give me the code, so he sold it instead. I was like he gave me his ticket for his spare ticket for free, but he did not give me the Maple points or the goodies. So I was like someone who was like brought in without the extra stuff. But one day I did get was the beta to MapleStory 2. And boy, if I got the emblem, I would like be so like I would need to cube that shit. Only very briefly. It wasn't really my thing because I played the Korean version and it still didn't quite appeal. Like the control settings were wonky and it was those kind of things. Have you seen? Wait. Crap. We still don't have a another drop. This is how low this stuff is. Well, at least back then they gave you two maps. Like you had the option to go to the Omega Sector for mobbing, but I don't think that mob exists anymore. So this is the only mob you can do it on. Like I still remember, one of them you could use Cube Slime as a substitute. I was like, maybe I can use Cube Slime as a substitute for this quest, but that is for level 2. So maybe level 2 I'll look into Cube Slime because the layout is more mobbing friendly. The swimming is just a chore. Ah! I'm gonna use a cash out right now to cheat like you told me to. Yeah, I really will do all explorers. Yeah, and I had this weird dream, not like a bad dream, but like I wish I can become one of the Beam Brigade members since I do play the game like a lot on all the characters, and I do plan on streaming it. But the problem is this is a very small channel and we are not even affiliate yet. When I was looking the requirements for Brigade, I was like, you need 2,000 followers and a certain number of viewers per stream. I was like, shit, I barely have the requirements, but I do play a lot and I do appear a lot on the forums. I'm not doing this for like you know, the free like 50k to get a month. I just want to be one of those players like that who say, hey, I saw Dax doing this doing his weird shenanigans. Because I'm one of those players who has like good tips to offer. I did ask them twice. They say your platform needs to have more followers. They say we love your enthusiasm. We'll reach back to you once you reach the requirements. Like there was one like member like that barely made it, but he got in anyway. But now he barely streams the game anymore. I'm like, well, he lost his. I think he lost his status, and another one as well. And aside from like doing these grinds, I also do like streams where I do bossing, where I use my 3 PCs for bossing, and they see how a perfect coordinated straight looks like. Even though it's overkill, both my dual blades overkill, and the fact I'm using 3 PCs is kind of overkill. Like, will you watch a person like power level to 200, but not the most efficient way, like not like a 1 hour stream, but like maybe a 5 hour stream using his own Kana, his own bishop, but then ask for a friend, so he's like filling in for everything. it's not a permanent status because they could take it away from you at any time if you like breach the rules or you lose popularity. Like I do have a popular streamer in my server, but he's kind of hovering near the TOS with the way he talks and think that next time can his what because he has such bad luck. If I ever have bad luck, I'll just be like a driver who's stuck in traffic, but not like road raging, but like cry that stand me like, I want to go to work or I need a bathroom and I'm stuck in traffic. But instead he was like, next time I can suck my blank. That's how he is. Yeah, he's too small to be in brigade, and the way he does it right is kind of breaching the terms of use of like, let's just say his trades are like black market related, and next time would not approve that stuff. So I don't think he'll become a member. So it's basically a tight connection with Nexite, and the way I play Array is pretty much like clean. Yeah, I do make videos on YouTube. Like I made a video on how to use Flames of Rebirth. Well, actually not Flames of Rebirth, but how to get make godly items without needing to flame your items that much. Where I use an epic item like I don't know, an epic pencilier, and I combined it with a basic hat. And I was like, boom, 9% stat RA hat, and with a nice flame, and I sell that for 500 mil. I do those kind of videos, or training videos where I show off like my insane EXP multipliers, but those videos don't really get that much like views. I mean, like maybe like less than 1,000. I'm like, and I get a shit ton of dislikes. I'm like, what? Am I hunting not efficiently enough, or is it because my editing skills like suck because the it's too fast? Those kind of things. I make short videos too, like I speed it up dramatically. Like the only long videos I do is I do like level 10 to level 200, 3 hours. Like they would watch that. But sometimes they would not watch like me training on runes, like basically those kind of things. It really depends on the subject. But I do not do like grinding videos. I do like videos where I'm like speeding through the map with like acrobatic skills. Whew. still thinking about a funny tip, like maybe learn Korean and put my title in Korean, and maybe it'll be like Kobe, but in reverse. Like instead of someone playing GMS speaking English, I do someone who is playing GMS but playing in Korean. That would be a very funny technique to trick some people from GMS watching. Just need to learn how to notate, to translate and those kind of things, and learn their sentence structure. You can't just smack into Google like Translate. And I also got a shit ton of Korean to learn. If that was the case, like imagine I got like Korean streamers and I had to like, read the Korean comments and Korean chat and reply in Korean. Yeah, it sounds difficult. It's pretty rare to see a Korean streamer speak in English, like short phrases. Like there was a video where Shin was speaking with the top dual blade in my serve in the Maple Story GMS, and he had a translator to between them about some items, and like he didn't know what the ghost items were or what the ghost exorcist badge was, and to translate the potentials. The heck. But first, I need a chemist get a larger audience, because it would be weird to get yeah, I think it's gonna be awkward though. And I think I should have like a bigger audience first before I start expanding into the Korean like territory. I made this funny joke saying that if GMS closed, I'll go to church, and not because I need a life, but most churches are in like Queens are Korean run. I'm like, they have a Korean program, and like learn Korean, move to Korea, apply for an ID, play KMS there. So the part about going to church is not like, oh, I'm seeking like help. It's more like I went to learn the language. This is such a tease. Like I thought this was well, it really depends. Like if I knew perfect Korean but I still have my account, I'll play my current account, but I'll stream to Korean audience and tell them what's the difference and from my experience. But if GMS were not there, I'll be like a new Korean streamer and get lost in those kind of things. I mean, not like lost as in new and lost, but like had the knowledge of GMS, but had to start over fresh because GMS doesn't exist. Or heck, if I knew perfect Korean, I'll be negotiating with the dear leader. And tell him why not to nuke us. Like, don't nuke his southern like neighbor. Don't nuke his big brother. His big brother. Don't nuke us. That's what I'll do. Have new perfect Korean. Yeah, I know. GMS and GMS has a pretty big difference. Like for one, they don't have familiars. They don't have Gologs. And heck, they don't have the hammers, two hammers. They can only use like one hammer. I was learning Mandarin for about a year, but it's really not that good. Like, I could read Chinese like Mandarin and those things, but I would I'm not very good for the tones, but I could like read it and listen to those kind of things. I grew up like learning Cantonese instead. And sometimes when I'm learning Mandarin, I hear a word that has not changed from like in Cantonese. I'm like, yes! I would not survive in CMS because reading Chinese is gonna be a huge pain. Even if it's simplified. If it was in TMS, hell no, I would not play in TMS because I was taught simplified Chinese, not traditional. And also, CMS is just terrible because they have a damage cap that is like very low, and you need to pay money to go past it. And their flame system is even worse than ours. I'm like, it's the worst out of all the regions. Like TMS gives us stuff. CMS is like EA. I'm like, if you thought GMS is worse, like what we take for granted, like the 10 billion damage cap is not a thing in, you know, Chinese mail story. I don't think they do. It's more work for their devs. CMS is for China, Taiwan. TMS for Taiwan. One's in traditional Chinese. The other one's in simplified. The other one's in traditional. And about the familiar revamp, ours is going to resemble GMS more because we will be having 3 familiar slots when maxed out. Well, yeah, it will be pay to win to re-roll the familiars, but if there was a F2P alternative to rolling, like use the extraction points as mentioned, or you know, farm a bunch of familiars, then I would not say that it's totally like pay to win. It's similar to how the event shop sells slot expansion coupons. Wait, let me say it in different order. The event shop has like you can buy slot coupons, and he will say, "Hey, that's not fair. You can pay money to expand your inventory. That's not fair." But then you can get it in game for doing events, and they kind of cancel each other out. Same thing with character expansion and slot expansion in general. So even if you can reroll the familiar potential as a free to play and the pay to win, you still think it's dumb. There should be at least one option in for the free to play. Like, if you're stuck as a free to play, then it's pay to win. But if it is possible for a free to play to do it, then it still should be fine. Similar to how you can get legendary on the Meister or reward points. Like, you could actually do it. Yeah, I was told that you need that. So, Ask Chris, a Rebooted was suggesting that they put it in for Mesos and Reboot, which is for Reboot, but for rec servers, I'm thinking about like in general, like how about just extracting a bunch of familiars that you don't feel like using, so that you just farm craft familiars, burn them, and use the currency obtained to buy a slot. If that were the case, it's good. Maple points is a bad idea. X is a bad idea, but it was like reward points where you get paid for bossing. Sure, I wouldn't mind. And that reminds me of, you know, when they released Maple Tour, which was a huge slap in the face, where it was paid to win because it's Maple points, and that's related to NX in Reboot, and it gave out less than by farming compared. Like a week's worth is what you can do in, I don't know, an hour or so. Yeah, Hero is grinding cancer. It has a really terrible mobbing skill. The arcane symbol thing from Completer is just, it's not pay to win, it's called stupid. It's like who would buy this thing? It's like you could do a daily in a minute or maybe 5 minutes. You're not gonna pay Maple points for it, especially we have the arcane weekly shortener. Like you complete the arcane river content, it cuts the number of dailies you need and gets them immediately completion. No, even the biggest whale in my server would not do it because it's just stupid and lazy. If you can't farm like, I don't know, 200 Erdas for your, and you already pay 500 Maple points, then that is checking the most stupid way out. You might as well not do it at all and just miss out a day. A lost whale and Reboot. What? Like, I did not use that. I would never use that. No matter how much ass I had, I would not use the arcane daily completer. What I use Maple points for is basically bonus pot cubing, something that's very stubborn, or is DMT or Philos. And I just do it for fun, not really for the gains. Actually, you don't need to be a whale to finish your arcane symbols. You just need to be a proactive player because there's not many ways for a whale to obtain symbols faster than other players. Except maybe get a higher score in Dream Defender. Outside of that, there's really no like way to increase the rate you get because it's dailies. And even with a lot of drop rate, it's gonna give you like maybe not as many. It's not a huge lead and difference. So I don't think a whale would totally get ahead of you. But the only thing the only deciding right how fast you complete a symbol is how diligent you are with completing them. Like, are you going to do them once a week, once a day? Are you going to like do those kind of things? Oh yeah, they make dailies for everything. Like, hold on. So let me see. Vanishing Journey has 2 dailies. Your help that lady with the you know, with her research. Like, you can go around here, here, and here. Then they added that party quest, which was Earth Spectrum. So there's 2 dailies. So, and then they added another daily over at, you know, what was Choo Choo. It used to be just feed Moto. Then later it was like feed that ant, that ant eater thing, and you get more symbols. Then in Lachlan there used to be only Dream Defender. Now we have Dream Defender and the quest that you're supposed to like find these dream fragments and help kill mobs in these areas. And then in Arcana, Spirit Savior has another daily now. Now you have this daily that allows you to kill monsters and collect things like the basic dailies. So far, so in a nutshell, Vanishing Journey gained a a quest. The other areas did not gain a quest, just a hunting quest. The only places they have not changed in terms of dailies is Esfera and, you know, Morass. Aside from that, that's the dailies they put out so far. Okay, let me do something that requires less drop rate and drop rate. Make a 24-hour stream. How would I eat? How would I use the toilet? How would I drink? And where would I sleep? I was doing 24 hours. And yes, I do this on many characters. This is part of how I become like rich. All you need is a 15% trade Fafnir, which you could make, but it takes a while to make because you just need a good Legion. Like the Fangs. But this is also an activity I like to do. It makes decent mesos when they sell. It's gonna be hard to predict what I want for food because my appetite does change very often. Hold on. Tree sap, sword, fangs, axeman. This is where all the drop rate comes in handy. Like the first one, I don't need a drop rate. I can just call my Kana to just toss in domain and do the hunting for me. And also, the idea is flawed about me making meals in advance because I do not eat in my room. Unless I'm really, really sick, then I just eat like in the hallway outside my room. I'm using Kana because he's the better hunter. Okay, as soon as we're we got 100 of each, we are going to look at the swordsman and use them for the use my main character to attack. Akana is 236. That's the only mule I ever fun because his job is to keep up with me in, you know, Esfera to when I do my droplet farming. I don't think I'll take him into Tenebris because I'm not racing to 275. I'm just a person who wants to flex a farm. And maybe flex. We're done with this area. I'm going to go take out the sword to the sword area. Go ahead and move my Kana up first. We still have defiled tree sap to do, so hold on. Tree sap is I know this character is supposed to be OP, but since I'm wearing drop gear, I'm kind of sacrificing my strength for just gear drop rates, and I don't have enough like power on my weapon and armor to compensate for this mess. Usually I do not track quests, but this is a time I actually want to track my quests because when you do weeklies, you get a bunch of quests and you want to be able to know when each of them are done. Next, we're going to take out the swordsman. Quick carry for higher floors, like on this build. I'm kind of fine right now, and I will need drop rate to do it because the drop rate would be depending on. It's really dependent on the person who's attacking. I think so. I'm pretty much good. They really need to change that skills design because it splits the screen in half. Not only does it screw up me who's using it, it screws up people who are not even using it. Even skill transparency turned off. Like some dude would cast it in the Heart Lucid party and he'll screw us over because he needed an iframe. So basically, rule of thumb for this quest is you ignore all the quests that say on top of the tree. I usually have my characters' skills on transparent like other people's, but that thing just goes right through. It's useless. And at one point, you know how when you use a skill, you hear a character talk? One time I heard someone else's Mercedes yell, shout a skill. I'm like, bro, you're supposed to hear on your own character. So usually, like someone shouting is supposed to be client-sided, but for some odd reason, it was well, not client-sided. It was server-sided. I was like, what the hell? I don't want to hear your character. I was playing Lucid when I heard when the screen was cracked because of the when we went to I brought someone hero for my server and he was casting the iframe. I was like, bro, we can't see. But when I heard Mercedes talk, it was outside Magnus because he was buffing up. I was like, I should have sworn I put down like voices off. Okay, I'll be here waiting for my Kana. He has to walk over, which is just a big pain. This is how I'm gonna cheat. I don't have a perm rock for him, but I used the report points to buy cubes instead. I would save like I don't know, the rocks for if I was doing scrapyard, but scrapyard is a lot bigger and you need to teleport. Our tree isn't that big, so it's easier to navigate. Hey, we're halfway there because the domain just eating up the map. And also, Matt from Missing TV taught me this trick on how to make good use of Tengu Strike so that you can hit infinite mobs by using its return skill. Like you go to a big map and you step into the portal, and then when you hit the skill one more time, it will make a huge return trip and just kill everything, like ignoring the mob limit. And I was using that. I was like, D-cup training was like just ridiculous. I did not need to go to like CLP. And so far, usually the top maps are really not good for mobs. I would show up next time if I would like train my Kana, but I think my Kana is done training. If Raging Blow was this big without the need of the hyper skill or grip job skills, then Hero might actually be a pretty good class. It's good at inflating its own numbers from like little things because the combo everything's based off a combo, and everything's like cast this, you get so and so combos damage final damage based on the number of combo or you have consumed. I'm like, that's just ridiculous. I see something in the dark. Okay. Usually the most efficient class for this would be my Pathfinder because Pathfinder is just pretty broken when it comes to mobbing. Even with all the drop gear I put on her, and she still does a really good job. I have nothing to burn, unfortunately. Everyone is already 200 already, so I don't know what else I would burn. Like, if I would burn, it would be maybe for like my other accounts who need a link skill for the sake of utility. Like my main account in Elysium, every single character is 200 or above. Everyone is it's 5th job, except for my Ho Young, which because I didn't have a hyper rock, I did not feel like walking him to back and forth to Magnus, those kind of things. So I was like, okay, as soon as I get a hyper rock, I'll be doing Ho Young's 5th job quest. And 5th job used to be a huge pain. And the funny thing is, I don't have the coins needed for required for the thing. Because Ho Young didn't have a pet, and I usually do coin collection on characters that have a pet. There we go, that's 12. I'll show you how fast you can actually complete these on weeklies. But first I need to switch characters and use the restroom again. The heck? It's okay, I'll be right back. Blade Fury is not needed for bossing. Because usually bossing, you're focusing on one target. But where you do need it for is if you're like playing golems at Lucid. That's when the only time you really need it. Sometimes I get jealous of classes that can use their mobbing skill and as a bossing skill, like Hero just going Raging Blow and doing that instead of having to worry about their mob skill and their bossing skill. I'll leave it to you. Wolf Riders need to go. Shield Beaters need to go. If I'm lucky, I just get the middle tier ones and I can have a very swift. Okay, Fangs are good. They drop pretty often. The wolf monsters spawn more than their shield bearing counterparts. Like, you could keep the node, but you don't need to equip it if you're already that strong. For me, I need to equip it because my boss nodes are on the same node. What the heck? I was supposed to go to the cash shop and cleansing. I need defile sap mostly. Yeah, it's very hard to get tri-nodes. Like, you need a bunch of nodes if you're going to use the old Blade, Ascension, Flat Assault, Tornado Spin, and Blade Story combos. So, I have those nodes maxed out because I use those more often than Blade Fury because I use it for, like, for mobility mobbing as well. Because I use, like, Blade Fury when I'm, like, maybe in midair or need to catch some mobs in the air. So I use a ton of like node real estate for my setup. That is kind of weird. So I have no rooms for like those passive fifth job skills. I mean those decent skills. So people say, they ask, why don't you get decent sharp eyes and max out or decent door? I'm like, hey, I got no space. I'm like, bro, you don't need those many skills. I'm like, whatever. Everything's already made already. Oops, I thought it was a buff. Okay, see you later. See ya. So. Oh crap. Where's default ones, then we'll go after the okay. Go after swords, then the axemen are next. So Shadow doesn't hit the main lines, but it does hit very strong. And a long time ago, boomerang stab used to be straight. Now it has a bit of a curve to it, like an infinity sign kind of thing. I'll max out my diligence. Next up is the axe. You don't need this. We got cold cubes, guys. Wait, I think using domains a lot better because it guards the entire center of the map, and also I'm free to do what I feel like doing. My god, assassinate hits so fast with that rune. $40, $45, $56, $65. Like the only time I use my character for mobbing is only if I need to do some like gather some items, because my Kana is a lot better for mobbing in any scenarios, because it can cast its summon. The ghost can guard a part of the map. Kitchen can do mobbing. Pretty much everything is like the king of mobbing. And sorry, it looks like the monster is disappearing, but domain is actually there. And also Kana has really good mobility. And just like that, that's 200 mobs. Now is the time that I need to put my drop gear to work. Okay, here's my Kana. Just gonna collect myself like a few things. I do like skills that guard a part of the map for you for a few seconds while you do mobbing in another part of the map. Like, that's what makes a good mobbing class for me, aside from having a huge ass like hitbox. Like, if you're able to go to different parts of the map, then it's actually very good. So far, this map has more wolf riders than actually a shield bearers and shield users in general. A long time ago, and this is like the worst map to be for any like kill 200 up, because there's not 2 but 4 mobs here, and it's just ridiculous. Like, you have shield bearers, shield masters, wolf riders, wolf wolf masters, so those kind of things. It creates too many mobs to worry about. But I like the gathering here because they all have something in common. Like, whether you're a master or the apprentice version, they all drop the same items. I could do better on patterns next time if I were to cast a Sultra again. Let's see, 16 minutes for the weeklies, which is actually pretty fast. Okay, so 13 goes here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I've got my ring. This goes here. This ring was from a Shade event when it came out, and this will is now a drop rate ring for mules whenever I do these weeklies. Okay, next up is my Cannoneer. Going to quickly log on to it. And Cannoneer is specializes in flat mobbing. Okay. Let's see. Please don't get top maps. Please don't get top maps. I really don't like the top maps. Junk. 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 Yeah, I started Lunar doing this quest on this character as well. So I can equip 205 equipment once it's done. I mean 215 equipment. Fangs. Wolf ears. What the fangs? Sure, I'll just do this. Polluted tree sap, so I only have one sap to deal with. Got a lot of trash here I need to discard. Such as this. This. This trash. This is keep for now because I need VIP equipment when I start making more mules for you know, fairy bros. Okay, so here is my here's the hyper rock I use for explorers, and this is the explorers cat which they all share. Okay, here we are. I would like to track these quests so that I have a better idea. Let's get Icona into the same map so that he can help me, since he's the better mobber. I'm just the one with better drop rate. What the? So it's axe, sword, and fang is next. Look at that domain going ham on those mobs. I won't be able to patrol 2 areas at once as a cannoneer. Okay, now it's time for me to move up to the swordsmen and sword masters. Even though they're 2 different mobs, they both drop the same thing, and the looting maps quests are a lot easier compared to the kill 200 of these. It would be a lot easier to dedicate it like 1 map per mob, something like that. So I won't have to deal with like which ones and whose. Okay, so that's in and it's kind of annoying that you can't just chuck the Cutlass and the Natalia strike in midair. It's a grounded type of attack, which is kind of annoying. Like skills like Sudden Ray can be casted in midair, which just allows you to do like a fast jump and do it, but you can't do it on like pirates, which is just like annoying. The heck. We're halfway through here. Oh great, I'm slowed down because of that sticky E-mob. I like this skill. It does allow you to hit monsters that are above and below you. And it has a freaking huge explosion. Like the other skill, ICBM, or some ballistic missile skill. That skill I have not found a node for yet, but I'm thinking it's really good because not only does it have like a huge hitbox, but also it has a really OP like damage over time, and that could help in mobbing. Like I could use it preemptively on the ground, and so that when mobs just spawn there, they could technically just die without having for me to like go and attack them. Like make some like Chernobyl stuff out of them. Okay, next map are the axes. Sorry, my Kana's not getting much action because I'm in need of like pure drop rate and not really his mobbing assistance. But I would use his mobbing assistance towards the end. Like, let's say gather the axe and I still have some mobs to kill. sec. Look at all those lines, and that E-mob is going with the cannon, which is like, bro, you're asking to die? Like, this skill was stupidly broken at not Dark now, but Gloom, because Gloom is a huge boss that career just limited so that you can only hit it 40 times. Like, he just put one, there goes half the HP bar because it's a slow moving object and there was like almost no hit limit per mob, so pretty much as like it started doing lines as soon as it was spawned. I've got a skill Anchors Away, which is pulls mobs toward the center. I don't really use that much because I don't know why I don't use it. But if I was stronger, that thing could help me mob instead of just pull the mobs like in. Oh boy, this is gonna be tough because if I'm got a lot of mobbing to do, there could be a chance that I get E-mobbed and that could end my life. I think I'll use the rune instead of my Kana. Oh, I'm scared. If an E-mob comes, I'm really screwed. I just came here for weeklies. I didn't come here for a freaking like E-mob because I don't think my Kana has the time to do it. But I do have the power because it gives you 30 minutes, which is generous. But I don't have 30 minutes. I know it's giving me 30 minutes, but I don't have 30 minutes. I have like, I don't know, 15 minutes. Yes, those cannonballs do remind me of bonsai builds from the Mario Brothers series. Like, the bonsai builds are those humongous bullet builds in the game. Like, they are not as fast, but they're freaking huge. Can't believe it, that rocket. This is the first time I can actually outrun a rocket because it's a slow moving rocket. So he gets the top level, I get the bottom level. We call this teamwork. Okay, there we go. A weekly has been knocked out the list. I said a weekly has been knocked off the list. What am I doing here? Like a goof. Okay, time for the payment. Pay me those stones and no one gets hurt. Good good job, sir. Thanks for doing business. So once I have 40 of these stones, I can conjure up another Absolab equipment to sell. Oh wait a second. Good. So put the drop gear for my next character to use. I want to figure out who's going to be using it. Okay, so next we're going to change characters again. Okay, this is gonna be my final character for maybe this today. Then I want to like rest a little bit. Okay, bottom. I don't want these wolf. Don't want no shield. Okay, please don't give me a top, please. Okay, this is a really good one. We just need 200 and we just need axes. I'm really good. This will be those short and sweet ones. Okay, so just need my drop gear and we should be on my way. Okay, here we are. All dressed up, ready to farm. And my Kana is just lost. Okay, there are my skills all nice. There we are, we're ready to go. Ready to roll. What? Stop doing this to me. Let me turn this thing back on. It's getting my nerves. Bluey, this is just annoying. Four, five, 6, 7, 9. Okay, look at that big teleport. Wish mages had big teleports like that. Sorry, gotta turn the scene back up. So usually I take care of I physically chase the ones that are on top, which are the defiled slimes, because those usually are more spread out, and the ones that are polluted are not as spread out. Just need 200 of each, so just need the polluted sap and the other sap, and we are good. Then we just need to go after the axemen, and then we should be done for weeklies. Okay, now just do the defile sap and we are good to go. Wait, there we go. There's only hold on. Let me see. I think there's 2 more quests left, which is kill axe, get axe. And we're done. This should be a very seamless quest. What? I lost my Kana. These servers need like some major maintenance, because there are times when one channel is just super full and it's like frozen. Can't do anything with it. Can't see. Let me. Okay, there we are. There we go. Oh, I forgot. You have this skill that's really just OP. You just leave it on and let the environment, the leftover ice like mob for you. Oh, wait, I'm not picking up anything because my pet's not out. It's a very... So far, I like this class. It's really easy to use for mobbing, but one thing that's a kind of a pain for me is that it doesn't have flash jump, nor does it have stance, which is why I dislike mages in general. Because I feel like I must have stance for it to be playable. Like if it doesn't have stance, then it's going to be a not a pleasant game. The ice is doing my bidding for me. I don't know why the potion was like taking a sweet time healing me. Like I like my medicine to like you want a heartburn relief. You want it fast. You don't want it to take a day to kick in. Like who would want medicine that's like slow acting? Please don't kill me at the end of this lag. And with that, we're done. Not yet. Now we're done. And it only took about 7 minutes. Broken. That's how the lucky ones feel like. It only takes 7 minutes as opposed to like 15 minutes. Like 15 is being normal. And I found out I forgot to equip my drop on one of my drop rings, which shows that it could have been faster. Okay, so just do this. Take this stone. Yeah, I got my stones already. Transfer them over to my little cute little pile I got here. That's just 4 weeklies done just like that. Not that much time has passed. And I went to check out the market because I feel like buying maybe like 2 node stones. I don't have the time to do the other one. Okay, wrong store. It's this one. 2 plus 2 equals, I don't know, million. And with that, I think I'm going to end the stream because I am kind of hungry and I have not eaten yet. Could use a meal right now. So thank you all for watching the stream, and I hope to see you guys later. But I think I'll go and raid someone next. Hold on.